my name is HAPruitt and I am the author of Anelthalien. And in this video, I am going to continue the story, or not continue, I'm going to start the story behind the second book in the Anelthalien series. The second book is called Earth Quaking. So last week, in my first video of the story behind Anelthalien, it was just the introduction. I just kind of told you that writing the book itself was as simple as writing Anelthalien. The writing is the easiest part. God started giving me a story, and once it started, it just has never stopped. And so writing Earth Quaking, just that's about it. I just wrote it. God just gave it to me and I wrote it. But the whole publishing part is the story part. So after I published Anelthalien in 2020, January or February 2020, after this book came out, I started wondering about the second book because, like I said, it had already been written, and I had already started typing on it, and so I just continued typing on it. And while I was doing that, I didn't know what route God wanted me to take with the publishing of it. I didn't know what to do, because with Anelthalien, I went with Elm Hill, a hybrid publishing company, which is kind of like self-publishing, kind of like traditional publishing, a combo of the two. But I knew that Elm Hill had gone out of business, at least for a time. There's still out of business right now when I'm making this video, because of the COVID virus. And so my book, it didn't go out of print or anything, it just got absorbed by HarperCollins Christian Publishing. But I knew that since that had gone away, obviously that wasn't what God wanted me to do, go with Elm Hill again. And Elm Hill had taught me, doing the publishing with Elm Hill, it had taught me so much about publishing. I knew like zero about publishing before going and doing this book with Elm Hill, and they taught us so much. And so I felt fairly confident that if God wanted me to do self-publishing, I could, and if God wanted me to do traditional publishing, I could. But I just didn't know what God wanted me to do. I felt like He kind of prepared me to do either. And so I started asking Him what to do. And I did that through the summer and through the fall, and like it really drove me crazy. Not in a bad way, but like I would pray all the time, like, God, just let me know what to do. I don't care which way you want. Just like let me know what to do, because if you want this book published, I need to know what to do. You know, I can't start doing anything with it until I know what to do. I need to know what to do, or I can't do anything. And so it was just like driving me crazy. And I didn't mind waiting, and I didn't mind which direction to take. God wanted me to. I just really wanted to know, because I'm the kind of person who likes to plan everything out and get everything in order and have schedules and have dates, and I like to have things like a plan to know I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. I'm not so much a control person at like I want to do this and so I'm going to do it my way, but I'm like, tell me the plan and I'm going to make sure it gets done kind of person. So I like to have some plan to follow, some steps to follow. And so I really wanted to know, like, God, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And He didn't, and it drove me crazy. But one day when reading my Bible, I don't remember what day it was or if it was in the fall. It was probably in the fall of 2020. And God, I was reading the part about where Jesus, He sees the disciples fishing, and He tells them to fish on the other side of the boat. And they've been fishing on the one side the whole night long. But He tells them to cast their net out on the other side of the boat. And so the disciples do, and they catch a whole bunch of fish. And for me, when I read it during that time of me trying to be like, God, what do I do? It was kind of like God saying, just wait until I tell you something, and then do it and go with it. And He would tell me what to do right when I needed to do it, that I didn't need to worry over it, and that also the whole on the other side of the boat thing was like, what He was going to have me do was going to be similar to the hybrid publishing that I did with Anelthalien, but it was going to be different in a way. And so that didn't help me a lot, because hybrid is like both self-publishing and traditional publishing, but it made me feel like, it made me know, not feel like, it made me know that God wanted me to go with something that I did know something about, and that whenever he made it apparent, I would understand what it was. Because with the disciples, he just said, go on the other side. And so it was kind of the same thing, but it was different. And when he said to do this slightly different thing, then that would result in success. And so as time went on, I kind of felt like maybe we're kind of getting down to the wire. I really wanted to know by the new year, by 2021, and we were getting like into December, and I was like, I really want to know, God. I didn't want to rush him, but I really wanted to know. And so I just kept asking, and I started to kind of just look around and see if he was kind of dropping hints. And I noticed that he was just putting in my path these people on Instagram who were teaching a lot about self-publishing, that people were inviting me to like self-publishing webinars, and I was just learning a lot about self-publishing, just different things coming up where I was learning more and more and more and more. And then my husband got me a Paint Shop Pro for Christmas so I could do my cover for my second book. And so just everything like that lined up where by the time the new year did come, it was apparent that God wanted me to do self-publishing. And so I guess the lesson in all that is God doesn't necessarily tell us what we want in the time we want him to tell us. But if we just wait and listen to him, and then we do what he says, just like the disciples threw it on the other side of the net, even if it seems like, but God, wasn't I kind of doing the same thing? If we say, okay, God, I'm going to do this thing you say, it's going to go. It's going to be okay. If we wait on him to tell us, he's going to tell us. And if we do what he says, he's going to work it out. So that is all I will tell for now about the story behind Earth Quaking. Next time, I'm going to continue the story behind Earth Quaking. So thank you very much for watching. Bye! If you want to know more about Anelthalien or HAPruitt, please follow me on Instagram at HAPruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, HAPruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, HAPruitt Anelthalien. You can find me on the Facebook page, HAPruitt Anelthalien. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name HAPruitt and the book Anelthalien, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anelthalien is. The website is HAPruitt.com.